Hi ladies and gentlemen, in this video I want to take you through the process for booking a video conference. I'm going to talk a little bit about how we do that and why we've made some of the changes that we've made. Obviously, those of you who are new to it, it'll all be new to you, but some of you who are familiar with it, you'll find one or two things may have changed. Well, we want to start off by being logged into the online community. So you should be looking at a school manager or a teacher page profile which looks very much like this. And you'll see that on the left hand side under your name there are a number of grey buttons, one of which says Book Video Conference. So we're just going to start off by clicking that. Now you'll find on the next page you've got a number of options. We offer many different kinds of video conference, so obviously we have different booking procedures for each one. The one I'm going to do today is to book a school dialogue video conference. That's your normal run-of-the-mill discussion with another school with a facilitator. So I'm going to demonstrate how to do that. So I'm going to click on that link, which takes me through to this page. Now, as always, we remind you of a few key things. Firstly, you have to book at least 10 days in advance. We have a lot of video conferences happening now, and it's very important that we have as much notice as possible. Obviously, 6 weeks is much better than 10 days, but 10 days is the absolute minimum. Second point, both schools must submit a VC request. So it's not booked if only one of you books. It's absolutely imperative that both schools book, and both schools book before the 10-day deadline. And thirdly, you must have been tested. You must have been tested by our VC team, so we know that we're only booking on schools who are going to be able to technically deal with it. There is a link here to another site which is very useful because it enables you to work out your time zone. So if you're thinking, oh, I'm in the United States and I'm video conferencing with Pakistan, what GMT do we want? You can use this tool to very, very simply work that out. It's a really handy link. Let's go through to the next page, and we start off by asking you to confirm some statements. So first of all, we ask you to confirm we have completed my school's profile on the online community. The reason we do that is to ensure that schools are getting engaged online, okay? Because being engaged online is as much a part as doing a video conference. And that's why the second question says we've created student accounts on the online community, okay? We have completed a video conference technical test. That's really important. We need to know that you're tested. And finally, the students have studied the appropriate module or will have completed it by the time the VC takes place. It's important for us to know that all students are properly prepared for dialogue. As a rule, if you don't answer yes to all these questions, we may come back to you with further questions about your video conference booking, because obviously in an ideal world we would prefer all these things to be ticked as yes. Let's go on to the next page. So it starts off by saying, what's the name of your school? Well, I'm going to put in some fictional information. I'm going to call it any school, and I'm going to say it's in the UK. Okay. If you're not conducting the VC at your school, list the location that's connecting to the bridge. So some of you are using education centres in various different countries. Some people use other arrangements. We've even had a school video conference from their local golf club. All we need to know is who is it we're dealing with. Question 4 is just for schools in the United States, asking are you private or a public school, and then the name of the participating teacher. And my fictional is going to be Dr. Teacher, whose phone number is like that. Now, here's an important point to remember. When you enter your phone number here, this is the phone number that gets sent out to the VC team that support your video conference. So if there's a problem, if something goes wrong, we will try and contact you on that phone number. It's a lot more use if that phone number is the number for the cell phone that's in your pocket. It's not so much use if that's the number of a school office, which may be closed, or maybe nobody knows where you are or what's going on, or they don't know about a video conference. That's not much help. It's really helpful to have a cell phone number for a phone that's going to be in your pocket. So if there's anything untoward, if you have a power failure, if you can't connect, we can phone you directly and support you. If that number goes somewhere else, we can't guarantee the same level of support. And also, your email and your Skype address. All of those are really important. We like to use Skype because very often, if the internet's working, we can communicate with you on Skype really easily. The second page says, are you going to act as your own technical support person? I'm going to say yes. If on the other hand the answer is no, then you need to fill in their detail as well. So if we are going to be dealing with the technical support person at your school and not you, we need to know who that person is. We need to have their phone number, and again, the cell phone they'll have in their pocket, not the phone in their office. And also their contact details. It's really important we have as many people to work with as possible. Most of the time, video conferences go very smoothly. When something goes wrong, the more information we've got to be able to help you, we'll be able to do it faster and more efficiently. Now, these days we all connect to the video conference to the Blue Jeans network. And one of the things about the Blue Jeans network is it gives us a lot of options. Okay? If you're in the UK, you'll probably be connecting through Janet, which is a UK schools network. Most people will be connecting through either Skype or browser, depending on whichever you have tested. Make sure you use the one you have tested. Those of you who have a dedicated video conference room will be using that. There are some other options, but if you don't know about them, that's probably because you don't need to know about them, so don't worry. If you're going to connect via Skype, what's the Skype name you're going to use? So we'll know. Then we need to know, have you successfully tested by a member of the team, and have you successfully tested on the network? Obviously, if the answer to either of those questions is no, we need to work really hard to get your testing turned around as soon as possible. If it's coming up close to the 10-day deadline, we may not be able to do that in time. As always, the more time you give us, the easier it is for us to support you. Now, this page has quite a few questions on and asks you everything we need to know about the video conference. So first of all, I want to remind you it's a 10-day advance notice. Okay? You must please book between Monday and Friday. We can offer some video conferences around that, but as a rule we don't. All video conferences are 60 minutes in length unless otherwise noted, and I'll talk a little bit more about that in a moment, and that this is a request only. When you get an email confirmation saying that both schools have booked, then your video conference is booked. Until you get that email, it's not booked, it's just requested. So we need to know first of all the date. So I'm going to want to book for one next January. What time? Well, remember we're booking all our video conferences in GMT. Okay, so you need to ensure that you and your partner teacher at the other school know exactly what time you want to book GMT. It's really important we don't make a mess of that, because it's not enough just to say 4 o'clock in the afternoon, because your 4 o'clock and my 4 o'clock may be very different. Video conference length, as a rule, is going to be 60 minutes. Sometimes people say, oh, we'd like to book a shorter VC as it's our student's first one. But I would say as a facilitator, this is not a good idea. Because what happens, particularly with students who are doing a VC for the first time, they can be very nervous, it takes them a while to warm up. I'm sure many of you have seen students doing a video conference. The beginning of the VC is very slow, and they're all very nervous, and we're not getting a lot of good dialogue. By the time we get to the end of the 60 minutes, they're queuing up, really excited. So experience shows us that if we stop at 30 minutes, students haven't had time to acclimatise and get used to it. So 60 minutes is a good length. We then ask you to say, who is your video conference partner school? Okay, and in what country are they located? And who is your partner teacher? And what are the ages of your students at the partner school? Okay. Now this is, if you like, a little trick question to make sure that you've found out how old those students are, because it's really important that we match up your students with other students of a similar age. Obviously, the closer the match, the easier it is to have good dialogue. Then the next question is, what module are you going to discuss? We're going to put the introduction. Okay, but there are other options as well, including some project options. Now, question 9 is really important. Speaking as a facilitator, I really want to know what you've talked about and what you want to talk about. Ideally, you should have had quite a few email exchanges with your partner teacher, so you're talking about, well, these are things that my students are interested in. These are things we can talk about. Okay, so, but at least, please, 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 we ask for 3 points so that we can build the video conference dialogue around what you want. So, say my students are really interested in talking about festivals. They want to know a little bit about school life in the other country. What's it like to be at school? And they want to know, what is it like to be a young person in India? Now, again, as always, the more information you give us here, the more tightly we can tailor in the video conference on what you want. How many students will be taking part in the video conference at your school, and how old are they? How many video conferences have these students done so far? Now, this is important. This is how many conferences have the students done. Not how many has your school done, not how many have you done, how many have these students done. And that's to help the facilitator. Because if students are doing their first video conference, it's important that the facilitator knows that so they can build in extra time to help and support. If, on the other hand, they're on their 7th video conference, we know we can push them quite hard from the very beginning. These last few questions are also important. Are you interested in allowing other face-to-face teachers to view your VC for professional development and preparation? So, if your video conference is particularly good, we want to be able to share it with other teachers and say, look at this, isn't it wonderful? This is a good example. And we're very, very keen for you to tick yes on that. Then equally, do you agree to have archived video of this video conference used for media use with external agencies? So, for example, someone's doing a news archive broadcast about face-to-face, and they say, give us an example of a good video conference. If you've ticked yes, we can ensure that yours is given. And you're always able to change your mind. If you tick yes on both of these and you change your mind afterwards, we'll always respect that. It's not a problem. In what language will your students speak? Okay, so sometimes we have people working in Arabic or Hebrew or Italian or a number of other languages. And if it's something other than English and we need a translator, please tell us. Okay, normally what happens is teachers will translate and help for students, and that works very effectively. Please list any no-go. So what that means is this video conference belongs to you. It's something that's happening in your classroom. So your usual rules and expectations have to apply. Just like you set the boundaries for your own lessons, you set the boundaries for this video conference as well. So if there are particular things that you don't want to talk about, put them down there and we will ensure that they don't go there. If you don't put anything there, but the conversation does take a direction you're not comfortable with, you can always send the facilitator a Skype message saying, I'm not comfy with this, and we can make sure that the conversation is steered away or stopped. Now, do you need the technical team to show any presentation materials? Ideally, in a really good first video conference, you probably won't want a long presentation. Maybe a few PowerPoint slides to, illuminate or elucidate something from what your students are talking about. That's always good, but it must be shared with your facilitator, and we've got to make sure we have it at least 48 hours in advance. Good practice would be to share it with your partner school, to upload it on the online community, get students to discuss it there a long time before the VC. And do you have any additional notes or questions? So That's a space for you to add anything else you want to know or say or ask about. When you've done all that, you click Next. And of course, I've neglected to answer an important question. All the questions that have a star require an answer, so I need to put an answer in there. Then we click Next. Now it then says, thank you for your request. An official confirmation email will be sent once a request has been received from your partner school and a facilitator has been identified. So, if you don't get a confirmation email straight away, don't worry. It may take a few days to process that. At the moment, in Face to Faith, we're very busy. Members of the team are working very hard to keep up with the demand, so sometimes it may take a day or two. But that is how you book a video conference.